Hello, kia ora, g'day. I'm Philip Duncan from Weather Watch TV on YouTube with your Australia-only forecast until Sunday. Let's kick off with the rain radar and wind maps. Now we've got today showing you the circles where the actual rain radars are. So where you see these circles, that's where we can actually track rainfall in real time. So you can certainly see plenty more showers coming into Western Australia's southwest. North of Perth, thunderstorms across the weekend coming in off the sea. No end in sight just yet as these wintry southerlies carry on and some of those showers going further up the western side. Elsewhere though, not a lot going on, but you do still see these showers tracking along Victoria, especially around the mountains, around the ACT, parts of New South Wales as well, seeing a few showers coming through, and Tasmania, which is more underneath low pressure. Elsewhere, pretty dry around the nation for now, but we'll keep monitoring that one. And further out to sea, plenty of thunderstorms. Not much happening in Lord Howe Island when we recorded this, but maybe by the time you're watching it, there could be a few thunderstorms heading your way there. So let's now have a look at the air pressure. High pressure is in charge over in the eastern side for the most part, but we do have two lows. This is the one fueling those thunderstorms around Perth on Monday morning, and then we've got these other lows out to the east or southeast of Australia, but there is high pressure in between them all. So we're going sort of from one thing to the next, bit stormy one moment, calm and sunny and dry the next moment. So things aren't too bad kicking off this week for those of you along the eastern side, especially once those showers do start to clear away from the southeast, but it's probably not going to last long. Here's Tuesday's setup. So it's messy on Tuesday. We've got some low pressure hanging around. It's a bit wintry in here around South Australia and Victoria and Tasmania. Southerlies coming through for Tasmania. So that high pressure zone not doing a very good job. The weak one that was in there, it's not doing a very good job at being powerful. So we do see a few showers around. Nothing too stormy in this setup though. Still high pressure dominating the northern half of Australia. Not much going on. Maybe a couple of coastal showers up in the tropical part of Queensland. Otherwise, really not a lot of energy considering what we've just seen over the past few days. There were some good rainfall numbers coming through over the weekend in the southeast, but as we expected, not everyone got rainfall that was helpful. But those that did get helpful rain, it was really good rain. So we are still seeing some areas of rainfall going through this week here on Wednesday around New South Wales. As wintry weather sort of expands out again, might get some thunderstorms in there. Either way, you've got some wet weather lining up for you on Wednesday, some low pressure off the coast of New South Wales, probably more thunderstorms in those areas there. But wintry weather returns to the southeast, or for some of you, it doesn't really go away. And snow is likely once more back up into the mountains and ranges, and still got showers in Western Australia. High pressure is around, so those showers probably won't be overly heavy. And then there's a fairly solid east to southeasterly wind coming out for northern parts of Western Australia. Towards the end of the week, high pressure still building out to the west. So we've got sort of low, high, low, high. That seems to be the pattern at the moment. The low is basically falling apart, but there is this little wintry area that sort of lingers because of the incoming high, quite a powerful one at 1031 hectopascals. That is dredging up colder airflow along with a stormy system out in the Tasman. So there will be some wet weather around coastal parts of New South Wales as we go later into this week. We may see a few thunderstorms around Queensland's north. Not a lot there either, but the east to southeast wind will be cold in the southeast corner. A few snow flurries. Most of that is just rain showers that are falling around the place. And by Friday, the high gets bigger, but the cold still lingers nearby. We've kind of got this pool of cold weather stuck because of the southerly flow coming in ahead of high pressure. So that means temperatures are down, but there could be a few thunderstorms around Friday, especially in the afternoon and evening with the daytime heating and the colder air all sort of mixing together. So monitor that one for New South Wales. There may be some surprise areas of rainfall. Also around Queensland, there's a line here of low pressure forming off the coast. That may also trigger some thunderstorms at the end of the week. The placement of it not 100% locked in. And Western Australia, northerly winds return. Temperatures go back up again. Looks like spring almost over there when you get these sort of ups and downs. And then by Saturday, windy westerlies blow through, maybe a few more thunderstorms, certainly some wet weather returns there. Not as dramatic though with a cold change as previous weeks. So this is a westerly change coming in there. Elsewhere, on Saturday, high pressure firmly in control of the southeast. So Victoria, South Australia, and then to some degree Tasmania, the ACT, and New South Wales. The further, well actually ACT is underneath it, but the further north you go into New South Wales and up to Victoria, that's where that Coral Sea low pressure zone is worth monitoring, because you could see a couple of things. Your heavy rain is possible in here, but also the windier weather, that squash zone between the powerful high to the southeast and the deepening low in the Coral Sea here. So this could squeeze those winds together, southeasterlies by the most part, from Brisbane down to about Sydney, feeling those windier conditions. It's not necessarily getting up there to gale force, but it's getting blustery. Gales are most likely further up towards the northern rivers, where also there could be some heavy rain. But it doesn't look too serious just yet. It's just more of a question mark about it, because as we go into Sunday, that's when that low deepens properly into a storm and moves away from Australia at the same time. So it's sort of one step forward, one step backwards, or even two steps away because it's moving away from you. But that severe weather risk is still very close by to that border part between Brisbane and New South Wales. And once again, Perth, Bunbury, down to Albany, all getting that colder change as another wintry southerly comes through with thunderstorms and maybe some gusts over gale force in coastal areas ahead of yet another high pressure zone that is wanting to move on through. So I think it's fair to say the next week ahead is still unsettled. There's still some real variety in weather with some cold days and some milder days, but compared to the past 7 days, definitely not as extreme or as severe, but there could still be a number of weather warnings around the country over the next coming week. That's all from me for today. I'll see you again tomorrow, Tuesday, as we take a closer look at this setup and perhaps a bit more detail here and there. We'll see you tomorrow.